All right, hello, it's another day, it's another weekend, which means we are back to being weekend warriors. This weekend, we are going to tackle the office area. So since the pandemic hit, Neil has been fortunate enough to work from home, and thankfully we do have this area, although it's not very quiet because it's still connected to the main house and 6 kids, it does get loud. But he does have a designated area to work, as well as myself for planning all the lessons and everything. So today, we're going to paint it. We're going to clean everything out. We're going to get the walls painted. We're going to do a white to make it nice and bright in here. As you can tell, it's that typical brown paneling look. My boys are being loud. They're having a grand time. Sorry for the noise. But it's dark. It's depressing. Who wants that? Nobody wants to work in that. So we're going to paint it a nice bright white, the same country white that we used in our living room. And hopefully that will help improve the mood in here. And also right now, as you can see, we have the desks blocking a lot of the window. Neil likes to have 2 monitors for work, and they're nice and big because everybody needs a big monitor. So we're going to move the desks to the sides of the room to open up that window, let some natural light in here, and hopefully this will be a new, brighter area that Neil won't mind working in all the time. So stay tuned and see how it goes.
The other part about doing this office is, ever since, how long has it been?
10 months.
About 10 months. I've come into this room and work. It's dark. It's small space, and it just feels like, just go in there and the weight of the world just comes onto my shoulders. So hopefully paint in a lighter color will help change my mood a little bit. I mean, it seems like this lockdown is just going to continue on forever, so hope it helps and it looks good.
All right, these are the bookshelves that we put up, and yesterday I went ahead and emptied them off. We'll insert a picture here so you can see what they look like. Neil has a lot of books, so that took quite a while getting all of those removed. We have a projector up there. We're actually going to leave it. That way we don't have to try to fix the trim at the top. All right, so we have 2 desks in here. This is Neil's work area. He's a man, there's clutter. And then this is my work area. A lot less clutter. And then this wall over here really doesn't have a lot on it. So what I am going to do is we are going to get rid of one desk, and I have a 6-foot table that we're going to put against this wall, and I'm going to set Neil up over on one side, and I'm going to set my oldest daughter up on this other side because she is our video editor, and so I want to give her a designated workspace. And then over against this wall, I'm going to turn one of the desks, put over here. That's going to be my workspace, so I'll be next to the printer that I use frequently and file cabinet that holds stuff. So that is the game plan for this area. And I'm not sure the size of this room. Let me stand back. I'm sure I have the dimensions somewhere. I could figure it out. But it's a decent sized room. We even used it as a bedroom. When my mother-in-law was living with us, we moved the girls in here, and their bunk beds fit perfectly, and they had a little dresser in here, so it's big enough to be a bedroom, just no closet. I'm too short to reach the curtain rods. Dirty clothes off the floor, only 1 pair. Not as bad as usual. Well-meaning thing, never use. Alright, I just wanted to show one thing that has to stay in the office. These are Neil's magic cards. This tote is completely full of them. That has to be something that stays, but at least it gets to stay in the bucket.
I have more.
Yes, he does.
I have more.
The magic cards need to stay in here because I play with them too, so that's my inheritance right there.
Nerd.
Alright, got it all cleaned out? Gonna have it. No, I'm talking to the camera.
Sorry.
Alright, we got it all cleaned out. Prepping it to paint. We're going to sand the walls because if you don't, when you're in a mobile home, it's going to scratch off the paint. You're going to scratch off the wall real easy. This stuff is like a plastic coating. I don't know, protects against moisture or something, and it's just painted bud, but we're gonna sand it. The other thing is, Angie had a board up here that had the sticky tape on it, and when it pulled off, it pulled away part of the wallpaper facing of the drywall, so I'm gonna have to patch that up. Otherwise, it's gonna look bad. All right, to sand it. So I went over the wall with a pretty coarse grit, but these holes in the wall, they need to go a lot finer, so I'm gonna go ahead and sand those out so I can put some plaster up on there and it'll smooth out and look pretty good.
Do it again.
I can hear you too. Gonna try something a little bit different on these holes because the last ones I did, when you put this back on them, some of them actually absorbed the moisture in it and bowed up a little bit, and then I had to do it several times. So I'm gonna try a little kill sealer on there and see if that helps, not letting that bow up. Alright, I'm gonna fill up these holes with some spackling compound and get it all leveled out to where it won't be a big fat hole when we paint it one solid color, because that's what, when you look at mobile home walls, while they're like the different colors, it's to hide flaws in the wall. So when you're doing this kind of thing, when you see bows in the wall, it's a good time to use sheet rock screws and drill it in there. Otherwise, if you get a bunch of movement when the building heats up and when it cools down, you'll get the cracking effect that you can see, and also just the bowness just in the wall will just show up so much more when it's a solid color. So it's dry. Had next year. Someone stick their finger in there.
It was actually my knuckle. It was my knuckle. Sorry.
Let me show you your finger. Good enough. Not sure if this will show up on camera, but this is what I was talking about, where the wall is not attached to the stud back there. And so if you don't want your seams to crack, this is one of the things that you need to do, is to secure this down with the drywall to the stud back behind it. Also make sure that you don't use big long screws that are going to go through the wall into your water main, which is right behind this wall. Make sure you're getting it in the stud.
Go on this one because it's a stupid piece of crap.
You having issues?
Yes, I'm having issues. Go away.
This is my favorite part. Right here. That's right, suckers! Do it yourself.
Yes, well, I'm having difficulties doing it myself. Anyway.
First coat done.
What do you think so far?
It's a lot brighter in here. I mean, even just painting, like we had like 2 walls done, it was like so much brighter in here already. I have a hard time visualizing what it's going to end up looking like. All I see is like the splotches and stuff. So far it looks alright. If I can just try to get past the splotchiness.
Alright, hello again everybody. This is day 2 of the office makeover. We have everything all painted. We've even moved most of the stuff back in. There's a few little odds and ends that need to come back, but this is it. What do you think?
It's alright. It's still a little bit of a cluster in here, but I mean, we have a large family, and we have 3 computers in here, we have 3 computers in the other room. But I mean, we got that many kids, and they're doing schoolwork on them, and they want to play games on them and whatnot. But
And our eldest is our video editor, so she needs her own little workspace, and this is the best place for that. There's really nowhere else in the house to give her that space.
yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna try it out. He used to, Neil's back was to the rest of the house. Now we have the offices on either side of the office. We're gonna give you a little tour here in a little minute. So now he can kind of just turn his head and see everybody and see what's going on, so he's not as isolated and secluded as he used to be.
Yeah, and it's a lot more brighter in here. I'm
Definitely.
hoping that's going to raise my mood when I come in here to work. And that weight of the world will be a little less.
Yes. All right, so let's give you just a quick tour. It's a small room, so it doesn't take much.
Oh, it's in there. Alright, go ahead. Alright, so this is the first part of day 2, and we got everything moved back. And we have,
Okay.
this is the beginning of,
Okay.
so we got everything moved back into the, Roseanne, shut!
Mom is always allowed to.
You're open to the rest of the house. You can see you don't have your back to everybody like you did before.
You should be over here while you're saying that.
And now,
Should we start over? I feel like
you do better when I'm with you.
Yeah, I feel like I do better when I'm with you.
Okay.
And